Welcome to the Dream Dynasty team call. We have some new people on the call tonight, so shout out to you guys for making it onto the team call. It's incredibly important to show up for these calls because we usually like mastermind with them. It's your opportunity to ask questions and kind of pick other coaches' brains, like if you're struggling with something or if there's something you just want an opinion on. It's a great, it's a great place to come and ask questions, and we're fully supportive. We're here to share everything that we know about the business. There are no secrets in this business. It's just all the unsexy stuff, as I say. Shout out to Heather for jumping on there. She'll be multitasking. Hi, Jackie. Okay, so we're going to jump in. So we have Clean Week, which has just launched today, and we had some trouble with the link. I don't know if anybody was able to get them to fully work yet. I know for myself, as of like 4 o'clock today, I still wasn't able to access the links. Sometimes it's just, I think maybe with Carl's surge, maybe they weren't going to go live till after the surge. I'm not sure what happened, but can you guys raise your hand? Was anybody able to send links? Were you able to find it? No, it's like a little glitch, something they got going on. And they haven't even released anything about it, like in the Diamond pages or anything. They haven't said like, hey, this is what's going on. So just kind of stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything, but just let your customers know that there's just been a little bit of a glitch with the links, but you'll get it to them like as soon as you can. So October 3rd today, it launched. Now, I haven't talked anything about it on my social media just yet, only because I just switched over my challenge group and I was planning everything out. I'm still going to run a Clean Week yet this month, and I'm going to hype it up. I shared like Ashley Smith's post in our team page. She did a great job advertising it. Andrea, I saw your post pop up in my feed. Shauna, I saw yours pop up in my feed announcing about Clean Week. So definitely some great examples there. And if you guys see, like everybody kind of follows different coaches and stuff like that. If you guys see any great ways of marketing it, just feel free to pop it into the team page, like screenshot it and pop it into the team page so that, everybody kind of gets a good idea of how to market it so that it's not like anything salesy. You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm putting down. Other than that, there's no other real announcements. I did do a little bit of the back work because I know we've got some coaches on this team that are like coming up the pipeline like crazy and have put Diamond on their goals. Or on their dream board. So I did the backwards math for the last quarter. So the last quarter basically means, any qualification when you rank advance, it takes 6 weeks that you have to hold that rank to become a lifetime diamond or a lifetime emerald. And what that means is basically like, so say Andrea goes diamond and she holds it for 6 weeks. She's now considered lifetime diamond. And so at all events going forward, even if she loses her rank, she'll still be recognized as a diamond coach, which is kind of cool. Like it totally has its perks when you go diamond. We can chat about that on one-on-one calls if you guys would like to, like all the benefits of it. But last quarter begins November 16th. That's 6 weeks out from New Year's, from like the last week to qualify for your rank advancement for the new year. So anybody that makes 2-star by the end of the year, you'll be considered a premier coach. It's just basically they get like there's elite and then there's premier. So elite is 5-star and premier is 2-star. And basically it's perks. You go on the Success Club trip and you get recognized and you get all the you go to Summit and you get to go to all these exclusive parties. Not only that, there's the bonuses. So there are cash bonuses at these levels as well. So like 2-star, you get a $1,000. I think the last one was about $1,000 bonus quarterly for being 2-star. And then 5-star was $5,000, the last bonus. So for being 5-star diamond, you get $5,000 quarterly extra. That's just on top of everything that you make or whichever. Best part is if you're 5-star, it means you also qualify for the 2-star. So you make $5,000 plus the $1,000. So that's a little rundown. I was always so confused about quarterly bonuses and that sort of stuff. So that's a little bit of a rundown. If you are running to diamond or above before the end of the year, be sure to message me because I want to do like a little bit of a mastermind group or like a little bit of a push group or even just like a side chat, something that we can, help push each other, because I know there's some big goals on this team, and I would love to have like, you know, the let's do this. I don't know. I get so excited with the last quarter. There's Taylor. All right. So next thing I wanted to chat about, guys, has anybody read Sarah Robbins' book, How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business? Just raise your hand if you have. Maybe have, maybe haven't. Okay. I listened to her back at Vegas, and I was going through my notes today when I went to the Network Marketing Recruiting Go Pro thing with Eric Worre. And she spoke there, and I don't even know how I stumbled across it. But anyways, I had this huge aha moment today, and I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to make the team call about tonight, because this is the shift I've seen in a few coaches' businesses, and I want to call it like Andrea and Shauna and Heather, because I want to say this has been the shift in their business that I've seen take place, and it's working. It is working, and I think it's something that I'm going to chat with each one of you about setting a goal to do this, okay? And that's basically hosting like virtual recruiting events, right? Hosting your own sneak peeks, hosting your own event for recruiting, right? So it's kind of like fitness. We jump into coaching and we share about our fitness groups, and people join our challenge groups, right? Because they know about it, because we're sharing about it. But if we're not sharing about the coaching, then they don't know the coaching opportunity exists, right? Like they see you sharing like how great it is for you, but they might not believe that they can actually join it too, right? And so it's super important each week to be doing like nuggeting in about coaching like twice. I would say minimum twice a week for sure. You're nuggeting in about coaching, okay? And like payday is like, no matter how small your paycheck is, guys, because there's people that can relate to that. There's people that can like for me, holy Hanukkah, my first paycheck paid for my formula that I was using. Like it was like amazing. So, and you know, it just blows my mind sometimes like that this opportunity even exists, right? And so we need to be sharing that, and we need to be posting about it, and don't hold back on sharing that, okay? Because think of like a teacher. I'm going to use a teacher, for example. Heather, she's the teacher in the house. But think of a teacher standing in front of a room of 200 people, and she's like, you know what? I need a kindergarten teacher. I need one for the rest of the year. Who is going to join me and link arms and be the next kindergarten teacher? Out of 200 people, who do you think is actually going to put their hand up and say me? Like, probably not very many, because so many people would be like, I don't want like 20 kindergarten kids to handle all day, right? So it's kind of like coaching. 1 second, there's my brother. Jamie, are you leaving? Okay. Sorry, guys. Your Reese peanut butter cups are in the freezer on the top shelf. In the container. Did you get them? Thank you. We'll see ya. Made my brother some Shakeology peanut butter cups.
Wait, who's that? Who is that? Sorry.
Oh, that's my brother Jamie, Heather.
AKA your date to my wedding.
Yes. Jamie, did you know that you have a date to Taylor's wedding? Yeah, her name's Heather. He just got home from the gym. Well, he just dropped in after the gym. He picked up some peanut butter cups. So yeah, anyways, okay. So yeah, think of it like that. When you're sharing the coaching, or when you're talking to people about the coaching, there's going to be people that it's not a good fit for, right? There's going to be people that, you know, are going to say no, but there's going to be those people that are like, yes, I want more information, right? Got to think of it too, like going up to like a waitress. I was a waitress. Has anybody waitressed in here? Where's my waitresses at? I was a waitress, right? And you go up to the tables, and what do you offer at the end of the meal? You're like cleaning the plates up, and you're like, would anybody like any coffee or tea? And if anybody says no, you're not like, drink the damn coffee, right? Like, you're just like, okay, thank you. And you walk away, but you're not like ticked off because they didn't take your coffee or your tea, right? So think of coaching like that. You're just offering it to people, and some people are going to take it, some people aren't, and that's okay, right? Because you're just sharing the opportunity. You know, we got to pump that well. So think of it as pumping a well, and what's going to happen is the more people that you talk to about it, kind of like filling a funnel, right? More people you're talking to about it, nobody's wanting it. And then all of a sudden, because you're sharing about coaching, you're nuggeting it in your social media, you're sharing how all the things that it's doing for you. 2, you're talking to more people. Then 3, you're doing these like recruiting events or your virtual recruiting parties on Facebook. Then your well starts to flow. The water starts to flow, right? People in the beginning are like, do I trust her? Is she going to be in this for the long haul, or is she just looking for a quick fix here, right? But then like 6 months later, they see you're still coaching and you're still, hanging out with these ladies and chatting about them and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what, maybe I'll check that out. Taylor is like the prime example of that on this call, right? I remember when I first signed up as a coach and I was like, girl, you need to do this. And like, I worked with her at a restaurant and like, we talked about it. She's like, no, it's not really for me. And then all of a sudden here she is, like, I've been coaching for 3 years and she's signed up, which is crazy, right? So just, stay strong, stay focused, and let's chat about what your coaching virtual recruiting parties can look like, okay? So does anybody have any questions so far at all?
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
I sure can.
Okay, just a quick question because I'm not sure how to approach this. So I have somebody that wanted to join one of my free challenges, and she's already connected with a coach, and then she started to and I told her that she could if she wanted to, because I guess her friend joined, was in my group, and so she wanted to be part of it or whatever. So, but now she's talking to me about coaching, and she's like, I'm really thinking of becoming a coach. And so she's been messaging me, but how do you approach that if she already has someone, she already has her own coach? How would you, I don't want to take her away from the coach, but I don't know how to, she's like, well, what do you guys do in your team? And I don't want to do the wrong thing.
Right. And I always say to people, if somebody approaches me, there is a coach, actually, Jen Berg, if she's watching this later, I know she commented, she's on another coach's team. And, she came to me asking for support and stuff like that. And to be straight up honest, I was like, of course we'll help you. We'll bring you into our family and do our best to help you. But so if they're already signed up as a coach or a discount coach, then they can't switch to you. But if they're just a customer and they're signed to a coach, I always ask them, are you actively working with your coach? And if they say no, then I'll say, listen, you're totally welcome to switch over to me. However, I personally don't like to leave my business by stealing clientele from anyone else. So I'm going to leave this decision solely up to you. If you choose that this is your best decision in your best interest, here's the link to change your coach form. Just let me know whatever you decide to do. And I always just leave it in their hands, right? Because it still then kind of keeps your integrity business-wise, but gives them the opportunity that if they want to switch, they can. Look who's still up. Want to say hi? Oh, Muffin. Okay, you go curl up on the couch, okay?
Hi, Jack.
Hi, that was Heather. Hi. So that's what I would do with that personally, is just leave it in her.
Okay.
So you can Google Beachbody Coach Change Form. I do it every time. I should just copy the link and put it in my notes. But just Google Coach Change Form, and it's the first one. You just copy and paste it and send it to them. And I always send it with my coach ID number and my email address, because to be straight up honest, I don't know what it asks for, but I send that just so that they kind of have all the information. So that's what I do personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's chat virtual recruiting events, okay? So these are coaching sneak peeks, whatever you want to call it. Think of something fun. I have my That Coach Life one that I run, but then I was also thinking of doing an event one next week, where I'll just create an event and you can invite people to it, or you can share it on your social media a couple times that week, right? If you post it once, not everybody's on social media at that time, so they're not all going to see that post, right? So make sure you share it at another day, at least twice in 1 week, so that people have the opportunity to join and you can go live right in the event. Talking about coaching. And guys, it is scary. I totally get that. But I firmly believe if you are a brand new coach, if you're just starting up, honestly, I kicked myself in the ASS for not doing this right out of the gate, because I feel like I focused a lot in my first year on just challenge groups because I didn't see myself as a leader. I didn't see myself leading a team. And then it just started to like go from there. It started to happen from there. But I really wish I would have taken the momentum straight out of the gate and ran like my own recruiting sneak peeks and that sort of stuff, because then, there's nothing better than finding business builders, right? Something beyond just discount coaches. Love my discount coaches. I really, really do. But when you start to find business builders that want to build the business with you and travel with you and go to all these things, Super Saturdays and stuff, it's so much more fun, right? So I really wish I would have done that straight out of the gate. And you have momentum when you're a brand new coach. So definitely jump in and do that. However, we're going to have some guest speakers coming up, and Shauna is going to speak with us next week because she has recreated her momentum. So she coached, and then she kind of was like, I'm not really sure when to summit, and she's recreated her momentum. So she's going to be sharing with us about that. So if you have been coaching for a while, you absolutely 100% can jump back in and recreate your momentum. You just have to start to push that pedal, right? Okay, so grab your notepad and your pens, because I'm going to give you how you want to talk in your video, okay? Or when you go live in your video. Now you can do this in, a couple different ways, okay? Actually, 2 different ways. You can decide that you're going to go live a couple times in your event or in your private group and share these different things at separate times, or you can choose to just go live in your event once and go at all this stuff at once, or in your private Facebook group. That's the 2 different ways to share or to like host your own kind of webinars, behind the scenes sneak peek, okay? And so what you always want to start off with when you're sharing this opportunity, this goes for like even being in person too, guys, right? Is who you are. Like who you are as a person and why you were looking for an opportunity. So you want to share like a little bit about your story, like who you were, why were you looking for an opportunity, and why did you join this company? Okay. So those 3 things are kind of like crucial for sharing in the beginning, because most people are like, well, like, why would I choose Beachbody? Like, why would I join Beachbody? Like, why did you? And they would be able to relate through your story. So you always hear that saying, like, facts tell, stories sell. And I will 100% back that saying for sure. Like, you can take 21 Day Fix, pictures and splash it all over your social media, but you're not going to sell anything. It's the storytelling, it's the sharing, the authenticity that's going to 100% draw people into your world, right? So always talk about those things. And what has coaching done for you? That's the 4th thing of that one, okay? Next up is the benefits. Share the benefits of becoming a coach so that they know why they would want to do it. Is it the community? Is it the, is it the trips? Is it the traveling, the, paying off debt, the income, all that stuff? What is it? What's the benefits of them joining a coach? And I also like to share usually I talk about this in private conversations, but I'm going to start to talk about it up front, is why I feel that Beachbody isn't going anywhere. Okay. And I think I've shared this before on a team call that there's always people coming. It's kind of like a funeral home, right? Funeral homes, there's always people passing away, right? There's always people wanting to work on their health and fitness. Okay. So, hi, Glenda's children. There's always people that are wanting to work on their health. So super important to know why you feel that Beachbody isn't going anywhere. And I don't think it's going anywhere. This is a multi-million-dollar business, and we're just getting started. This company is just expanding. So share next up. So after you share that stuff, share your journey, like the products you use. So like, for example, I started with 21 Day Fix. I lost 14 pounds, 21 inches in my first challenge. And now to date, I've lost 35 pounds and I've maintained it for, oh my gosh, almost 3 years now. So always share that piece of it. And then when I'm closing, I used to like, I toss and turn. I used to share a little bit of a compensation plan, but to be straight up honest, I feel like they don't need to know that right out of the gate. I feel like if they want to know it, they're going to ask it. But straight up, I feel like I've shared about income, but I'm not sure if it's 100%. What do you guys think about that piece? Do you think like sharing a little bit about how they can make money? I think sometimes it's beyond them, like 25% commission, team cycle bonuses, all that sort of stuff. I feel like it's like, whoo, okay, you lost me. So I personally would leave that for like the behind the scenes. Like, so like when you message them to follow up and see if they're still interested or if they're interested in joining at all. And so at the end of it, after you've shared like why you picked Beachbody, the benefits, your story with the products, you know, do a call to action and just say like, listen, we're starting up our next mentorship program and we want to get 3 new people started with us. And post your Wufoo link. If you don't know how to do a Wufoo form, you can create 3 free forms. Head over to YouTube. You can totally check that out, or Google Docs. But it's always nice just to have because you can collect email addresses that way too. But that's how you can wrap it up. Like keep it short, keep it sweet. Do it in an event, do it in a private group. All I have to suggest is like just take that first step and start to do it. It's scary. So now my challenge to every single person in here, new coach or not, is to host their first like coaching sneak peek, whether it's an event or whether it's a private group. Who's up for the challenge? Actually, I'm not even going to make it like optional. I want everybody to set a date when you're going to do it, okay? So if you need time to advertise, if you need time to like nugget in a little bit about coaching, plan it out 2 weeks from now. Just set your goal like, okay, this week I'm going to start to nugget in about coaching a little bit. And then the week after that, start to share your event link or your coaching sneak peek group so that you can start to get people funneled into there. And like tell your friend, like when people are in there, don't hesitate to be like people, like invite your friends to this. Like let's get the word out here. Do you know what I mean? Like stir up a little bit of excitement with it because like it's an incredible opportunity. The more eyes that kind of get on it, the better for your business, right?
Question.
Yes.
Should I redo my video or just keep the one I already did?
I watched yours. Yours is perfect. You did a really good job at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
So just,
do you plan on doing it over?
I could.
So,
Like,
so my suggestion, like what I do every month is every month I was redoing it just because there's people in there that are still watching, and Glenda was one of them. If she's still on here, I think she's off now. Oh no, she's down there. Glenda was one of them that was in my coaching sneak peek for like 3 months, watching month after month after month. So each time that you delete the videos and you redo them, it gives them a notification that you're going live in the group or that you've reposted, right? So then they see and they always say it takes 5 to 7 exposures for somebody to actually commit. So Glenda's the perfect example of that one where, you know, she watched for 3 months and then we had a phone conversation and then she joined the month after that. So there will be people that are still watching and still curious. So I would suggest redoing it.
okay.
Yep. Just keep adding to it, sharing it, and then posting in it as well.
So I have a question. Should we make it like a challenge, kind of like how we put like, we're going to go ahead and do a challenge group? And then like whoever's actually truly interested, we would of course put them in the group, or should we just do it on our page, like an event type of thing? Like,
so I never add anybody to a group that isn't, you know, part of my Fit Club or anything like that. But you can do it 2 ways. You could just do it like an event on your page and invite people to it. I can post a video in the team page that explains events a little bit more and how to do them. Or you can just create it like a challenge group, like a private Facebook group, and you just name it. I should add, or Jackie, I think you're in Andrea's, right? Her sneak peek group. Yeah. So just like that, just like how she did it. And I mean, yeah. And I mean, you can, if you feel like if you want to, you can join Andrea in doing it. But I think there's power in starting up your own and just like jumping in, going for it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And the other thing with sharing coaching tidbits and that sort of stuff, guys, is like, we're a family. We're a tribe. So if you see a story on my timeline, like if I post something about coaching, feel free to nab it and be like, hey, check out my coach, Michelle Pleiter, da-da-da-da-da, right? Because it has power. Stories have power behind it. And if we're shouting each other out, like all over the place all month and tagging each other, like people are going to want to be part of that. So like the other day I was reading Dave Ramsey's Entre Leadership book, and I opened it up and it was like all about recognition. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes, this is what I'm missing, right? Is the power of recognition and like doing that weekly, right? So I'm excited that we're doing that again. So yeah, feel free to steal. I'm pretty sure, like, if everybody's okay with that, just raise your hand. Like, if you post a coaching story, can we steal it and shout you out? Totally. I think everybody's pretty okay with that. Yeah. So feel free to definitely do that. Because it's exciting. It's exciting to see people. I think there was one, like, back a couple weeks ago, I saw a girl that I follow. She actually was able to leave her full-time teaching career. She never thought she was going to do it, but she did it. Jen Guthrie is her name. And she posted about it. So I actually made a post about reading about another coach leaving her full-time job. And that's what had fueled my fire in the beginning.
When I do videos, when you make me do videos, everyone watch me on YouTube.
This kid wants to be a YouTube sensation. He's asked me to create him a YouTube channel, and he thinks that if he does, he's going to get toys in the mail. Because there's this kid, Ryan's Toy Review on YouTube, and he's like best friends with them virtually. And he thinks that he could be like Ryan and get toys in the mail. I'm like, Chris, is that wrong to like do videos?
I have a kid in my class that thinks that right now too.
You're kidding.
He thinks that there is a friend that will send him things in the mail. He like writes about it in his journal every day.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? That's going to be you, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Totally. Does anybody have any other questions about like doing the sneak peeks or any of that sort of stuff, or about anything? We haven't hit our cutoff time yet. We've got time to chat. No? Nothing? From no one? Heather?
Yeah, I'm going to ask a favor.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I am not getting done when I need to get done.
Okay. What
and I am working with way less time, like way less time than I ever did last year. So I was thinking it would be really cool if anyone was up and anyone's feeling like they're having a hard time juggling things, if people wanted to do like a Skype/Zoom session a couple times a week with me to do a power hour to hold me accountable. Yeah. So if anyone wants to do that, message me, let me know, because I need that. So anyone's interested, just message me, because I know Tina and I talked about it too, but yeah, it'd be awesome if I could have, like, it's just, yeah, I just need it because I get so immersed in my job that I just can't pull away. So yeah, anyway.
I'm totally down for that. I would do that with you. So I will message you. Courtney, she's got her hand up. I saw Shauna shaking her head. So we'll message you. Everybody message Heather, or Heather can just post in the team page and we'll just start a thread and start chatting about it. So also shout out to everybody that's doing the coach training. Like, thank you for signing in and doing that, and then going back to the team page and using that as like your progress thing. That was like super awesome to like all of a sudden read everybody's stories. It like just excites you, right? To read people's whys, and like it was powerful. I was getting a little emotional reading that. Andrew, you had me like a little bit in tears with your story. So that was good. That was great. So thank you to everybody for doing that. So yeah, I think I don't have a chat down here anymore, so I can't see if anybody's chatting with anything for some reason. So if anybody has any questions, just pipe up. Other than that, we'll call it a night. We got 8 minutes left. Good. All right, guys, I'm going to go. You're giving us a thumbs down. I'm going to go put this kid to bed. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. And next week we have Shauna as our team call a guest. So be sure to join us 8:30 Eastern to hear from her next week, okay? Have a great night.